All right, y'all, let me introduce you to the comedy wrecking ball who's torn up stages from Kill Tony to the Mothership.
No,
yeah, hold on. That's paragraph 1. This guy, he's not just pushing boundaries. He's bulldozing them with his no-holds-barred, in-your-face humor. Oh, and did I mention he's the maestro behind the ATX Comedy Review podcast, dropping new episodes every Sunday? Also a documentarian and created Bringing Home Hollywood, a mind-bending documentary about Hollywood's escape plan. Hashtag comedy wrecking ball.
That fucking rules. Oh my god,
that should be in the fucking show, dude. Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. We're all right. Well, you know what? Fuck that guy. And here we go.
I eat legs of your eggs, bacon at your asshole. I don't give a fuck, I make your hash brown casserole. Breakfast bitches makes you feel good.
It's episode 7 or some shit. I'm your host, Sam Hunter. On the boards is Justin JJ Bootleg. What up, dog?
You're in the building.
On the third mic, he's the roast battle DJ God himself, the chili cheese kid, MC Lunchbox.
Can I tell you my real name real quick?
Yes, you can.
Dylan Lee Ray Higgins. I'm gonna kill a celebrity.
Holy shit. Dude, you're telling me this guy's another comedy wrecking ball? You're a wrecking ball, too.
Comedy wrecking ball.
You're a bulldozer, brother. Holy shit. To my... Dude,
Just breathing heavy over Oprah's bed. Just fucking...
Okay, hold on. Your name's... Get
out of here, Stedman. You're the Stedman to this podcast, Chad J.
To my left is my comedy wife, Mr. Chad J. Hello, Chad.
How's it going, Bubba?
Oh, chilling. And we have a guest. It's guest time. One of my closest friends in Austin, very funny man. A Middle Eastern, but you couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell.
Robert Tabet, everybody.
Snuck him right over the border.
Mr. Tabet.
Hey, Tabet.
A long time ago. Right now, no. Not with the Middle East right now.
Okay, when you like bush up a beard, is it more obvious?
Yeah, for sure. But it also is just like, it's just very puby. It's a puby beard.
I thought you were a tiny Jewish man.
See? I've been saying that since I met him.
108% of times when Sam introduces me on stage, he goes, this guy says he's not Jewish, but I don't believe it. Every time. Every fucking time.
And that started at my mic or the Sunday mic.
One of them.
And that's going to go
forever
in front of like a sold out comedy club show.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring you up forever.
And it's not just my looks, it's my hat, it's everything. The only thing
that you're good with money, you're stingy.
Yeah.
You're in the arts.
I wish I had the accent.
You know, it's almost there.
Almost.
Well, yeah, dude.
What does the accent sound like?
I don't even. It's like nasal.
Oh, geez.
We did a little
geez.
bit in Nat's episode. I watched that back for like 4 seconds. And we just introduce him and then just call him a Jew for 10 minutes. It's pretty good.
So great.
Guys, I don't want to plug our own podcast. Check out Fat Kids. Pretty good show. And then at your show, which we will also plug, is Parlay House, after you did a 45-minute hosting set in front of 2 people, which was insane, I brought you up as Jewish Patrick Mahomes. That was the biggest laugh I got.
Beautiful.
The entire set.
That's so funny.
The 3 retards at the bar were like, and then silence for 15 minutes.
I've had the same Vietnamese barber for 15 years or something. She's just older woman named Jackie, and every time she cuts my hair, she goes, "Oh, you Patrick Mahomes." She says it every fucking time. So y'all are on the same wavelength.
That's her politely being like, "You have black hair. You're a Jew with black hair."
Jew hair.
Yeah. Good Lord.
It does when you don't have the hat on. It's very heavy Jew-fro vibes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Were you like afraid to be Jewish in Texas? So you just been lying for the past?
I was afraid
20 years
of being anything but white in Texas. When I moved here, I had no fucking... But luckily, my dad looks super white. My dad has blonde hair, blue eyes, and he's from the Middle East.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So that's
How much pussy did he get over there?
0, because he was a child soldier, and then he moved here. So.
Holy shit.
And then he moved to upstate New York, where he went to community college. So...
What a success.
Yeah.
Your dad, I would like to meet the man, because every time you and I go out to eat, you eat like you're in prison.
Yeah.
You eat like fucking Joey Chestnut, dude.
Yeah. I eat like someone has a gun to my head. But
It's
that's just how I've
insane.
always eaten.
When
Yeah, 'cause
did
your
you
dad's
first start soldiering?
What, my dad?
Yeah, what was the age of
12.
Damn.
He was actually one of the only people that went to school and fought in war. Usually you pick one or the other.
Yeah.
But he would go to class and then get off class, do his homework, and then just go protect his village from his own government. And then like go
Holy
back
shit.
to class. And he did that for like 5 years. I'm smiling just because it's ridiculous, not because it's fun.
Turn off the cartoons, you cocksucker.
Dude, that's fucking insane.
But he's also like the calmest dude you'll ever meet. If you met my dad and my mom, you're like that. You are the most combination of both.
Because
like,
the dude's on edge. He's about to snap any day.
He's super calm. And then my mom like wrote a joke book. Like she like loves comedy. So it's like,
that's bananas.
yeah.
Just like a little boy walking into the house, setting an AR-15 down, and then putting on Blue's Clues.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is so my dad, when I remember he used to just kick my ass in ping pong, and then one time I asked him,
God.
Ping
pong.
Yeah, amongst other things. And then I got really mad one time and asked him to play me lefty, and then he beat the shit out of me lefty. And turns out Lebanon was too poor to mass order righty and lefty guns, so they just forced everyone to be a righty, but he's a natural lefty. But he had to become a righty to fight in a war.
When he was 12.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So, dude, clocking out of algebra to be like, might get shot in the head today.
Yeah.
I'm 12.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And then, you're trying to like smoke a joint in the back of a car in high school and get a hand job, and your child soldier father's like, what are you doing, you little piece of shit?
Yeah.
That's like the old lore of like, I used to walk uphill both ways when I went to school in 2 feet of snow. Your dad really was about
literally
that.
Did that.
He
Well,
lived
when he came to America and he like enlisted in community college, he didn't know English, so he would like write phonetically what he heard. Then he would look up everything in the dictionary before he even did any work. And then he ended up getting his master's from Syracuse. So
what the fuck,
he's
dude?
just
Your
like
dad rules.
he's just a prodigy. I don't even know. It's crazy. Yeah.
That's insane. And then he did all that, came so far just for his son to do open mics at the creek, baby.
In secret, by the way.
And secretly,
they don't know.
secretly introduce Air McNair every Monday.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
The son of Dracula.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I don't want to say everyone's name, but I do say I reference that constantly.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
You told me that when we were at a place we go to that we don't need to say.
Yes.
The gay strip club.
Yeah.
No, it's a taco place.
Yeah.
And Robert goes, these three heavily autistic open micers are the Earth, Wind, and Fire of autism. And I reference it constantly. Very fun.
Off mic, it'll make so much sense.
Yeah,
I'll text it. Say you're like,
I'll text in the group chat. But dude, holy shit.
yeah.
Yeah, all that. Lunch is a soundboard.
Lunch got a soundboard, guys.
It's gonna collapse. It's gonna collapse the show. All that. His dad was a child soldier in the Middle East, dude.
Cool, I'll speed
Don't
up.
be a jerk.
It's a child soldier.
Guys, when he's not watching beheading videos. Oh my god, dude. Sorry. Lunch.
That was Tabit's dad.
Holy shit. That's insensitive, dude. With everything going on today.
What is going on
This
today?
is the #1 news source for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you're playing
Well, that's how they found out.
bull junk like that.
Well, it's not like I got it from a beheading video. That would be insensitive.
Lunch, what are your current thoughts on the Israel-Palestine situation?
Just let them be themselves.
That's the problem.
Just keep doing you guys.
Thousands of years staying themselves is.
Dude, we're going to send you over there with a soundboard. We're like, guys, we're here to solve this.
Just with like an old
With a piss
fucking-
hat on.
One of those like big circular record player things, the Zousophones or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, sure.
Just have one of those at war with
That'd
the
be great.
fucking soundboard. That would be crazy.
You could DJ the World War III.
You know, I was
Yes.
classically trained to play bagpipes.
Israel Palestine
What?
needs a soundboard. That's
And
what
that-
they need.
It's going to solve everything.
Sound drops.
That was
In
a
Alden Farquhar.
Can
that
you
was a
actually
weapon.
play 'em?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That was a weapon before, like, that's why they invented bagpipes. They would take them, just all these Scots would roll up with tons of bagpipes, and that would be their war weapons. And it
As
would
soon as they
scare the
started
other
playing
people.
them, people would kill themselves.
Pretty much, yeah.
Only when Dylan does. That's actually, never mind. Yeah, we all get it.
I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah.
The TV screen is cracking the fuck up.
Oh, man. Anyways. Yeah, we
Flying real close to the
It's
sun
just,
today,
making,
boys.
it's just making me laugh that there's a YouTube channel titled The Black Community. They snagged that name 14 years ago and they just put Down syndrome children on there. That's the whole channel.
Also, it is. It's called the Black Community.
They snagged that 14 years ago and they're like, this is what we're gonna do with this.
But how can you drop the ball that hard? If you get a name as goated as the Black Community, you have to have more than 4,000 subscribers.
100%.
It's the greatest rapper of all
They're
time.
posting
So-
all the right things. I don't know how they don't have more
Yeah,
subscribers.
so lunch.
Yeah, look at a picture of
Oh my god. Dude, I'm gonna have a stroke. What are we doing here, dude? We started this podcast to talk about Cheetos, brother.
I know they
Oh, yeah. So food.
videos of me dancing, but I'm just telling you right now.
I mean,
he doesn't have a chin at all.
Scares the shit out of me,
Yeah,
this
but he's
guy.
got a lot of heart.
What he lacks in chin, he makes up for in heart.
You wouldn't
30
believe.
pounds of heart in this guy.
He's got the same haircut as Chad L.
That's the bulldozer. You wouldn't believe
The
how
wrecking ball of comedy.
you wouldn't believe how loud the gym goes when this guy shoots a 3-pointer. People go
yeah.
fucking crazy when he hits a corner 3.
Because I'm just telling you right now.
What? I didn't even want to play that.
That was only
You've
a
had
minute.
it
Yeah.
prepared for so long.
Like forever.
Holy shit. Okay. I love that's
I
time
heard
of
a
the
keyword earlier that reminded me of it, and I just typed it, and then it's been here for the whole time.
progeria.
That might be the scariest looking person I've ever seen.
He looks like a Muppet.
I didn't realize he was speaking English until about a minute in.
Oh,
That was
he
fucked
rolls.
up.
Brother, he's the greatest rapper of all time.
All time.
On the
MC
black
Progeria.
The black community said so. That made me sweat.
Officially goated.
That just gave me back knee
I
sweat.
can't believe
Nobody
that
would
was 1
care
minute.
if he said the N word.
No,
No,
he'd
my
be
God.
beloved, dude.
Dude.
It's like little, like even, I mean, a much less like devastating affliction. Even little people, dude.
Yeah.
Little people can hit an N, and everyone's like, "Let's go,
If
dude."
that guy hits an N, he's on Kill Tony next week.
He-
That's the
he
next
is a
Kill Tony
regular.
regular.
Dude, him and Cam Patterson doing like the one knee, like dap up pose with David Jolly in the back.
The fucking
I know
Heisman.
that's right. That is
Holy
fucked
shit.
up. Dylan, I love you. You're a treasure, but you make my brain scramble sometimes.
Where did this even come from?
The black
God, probably.
Yeah.
God in the
that,
black
heard that.
community
God
makes,
in the black
they
community.
make some fucked up shit. God in the black community gave us Jay-Z, which is obviously amazing, and also
MC Progeria.
Tism Focus.
Progeria sounds like a country in Africa too. Mm-hmm. All right. Anyways, guys, this is
I
the
am
show.
from Progeria.
What do you guys have to plug?
That dude's downs for whatever.
We should not do African voice on this show.
I love it, dude. I worked with 2 Nigerian dudes, one at Amazon and one at my last liquor delivery job. Both those dudes fucking loved Trump.
Yeah.
African immigrants love Donald Trump, dude.
He hits hard with them because he's no nonsense.
A lot of immigrants.
Immigrants in general.
The Middle East. There was like points where people from the Middle East were going on the news and asking Trump to help them get back to the Middle East. You know how crazy it is?
Wait,
like,
what?
They want so it's my grandma loves Trump, but like a bunch of Middle Eastern people love Trump. They wanted him to like rid the Middle East of Muslim extremists so they could go back to their country.
Oh my god.
So when Trump would be like, we're going to send it back to their country, and everyone would be like, what the fuck? Except the people who actually want to go back to their country. They're like, please, Donald, deliver us back to fucking Saudi Arabia.
If you're not a nice terrorist, I recommend that you leave. We're just gonna fucking carpet bomb.
Dude,
Get out of there.
immigrants, a lot of immigrants love Trump.
Yes. A lot of, also, how bad is Dallas that people want to go back to fucking wherever the fuck they're from?
Dallas fucking stinks, dude.
Yeah, I never
This is,
been
I think it's number 4 of the
fun.
big cities, in my opinion.
in Texas.
In Texas, yeah.
Interesting.
I like San Antonio more.
Yeah.
What's number 1?
I think
Austin.
I'm from Austin. So Austin, Houston, San Antonio, Dallas. That's my order.
That would be mine too.
Deal.
Mhm. Dude, the food in San Antonio, you can't fuck with it. It's insane.
I don't know. Houston's food scene is fucking crazy.
Here's the thing, dude. Everyone in San Antonio is fat for a reason. Literally everybody. And
Yeah,
it's
true.
all like, it's not chain restaurants. That's what's crazy. It's a bunch of like diners and fucking family owned spots that have been there since the Alamo, and they're just still fucking there, and it absolutely rips.
They just
It
like
crushes.
food and metal.
Yeah.
San Antonio rules.
That's great.
Yeah. Every artist that comes through Texas, low key, loves performing in San Antonio. Best mosh pits, best hip hop crowds. It's fucking awesome.
I mean,
San
the comedy
Antonio's-
crowds rule.
Yeah,
I've done one show there. I did Joey Smith's show, and the Late Show was just 40 blacked out like Mexican dads,
Yeah.
fat as shit.
Yes.
And I couldn't tell a joke because I just kept being like, dude, I just want a fat Mexican wife so bad. And they would just scream. I just want a fat Mexican bitch. And they're like, ah, like clinging like beer bottles together and shit. I was like, dude, this
Yes.
is my favorite place on earth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it rules. It
Yeah, I
absolutely
mean,
rules.
that Blind Tiger room that he runs is fucking amazing. And then Elbow Room is like a little shitty dive bar show that you can get on Saturday with Berto. And that again, it's like if Anderson Mill pub, but like not shitty blacked out crackhead moms, you know, it's like actual cool kind of downtowny fucking
Right.
young people.
Yep. Yeah.
And they're there for it. Like
Yeah.
they're into it. It's not like there's nothing worse than going to a bar show and having people turn around every time you hit a punchline and go, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for
San
sure.
Antonio
One time I
rules.
was sitting in the parking lot. I played a show at when it was the White Rabbit,
Uh-huh.
and I was sitting in the parking lot drinking Four Locos with these chicks.
Fuck yeah.
And
Dude, you're
we're
the
just
man.
talking. And I make a queef joke, and then
You're the man.
the chick next to me goes, "I could queef on command." And then I
Yeah,
start
you can.
egging it on, and then out of nowhere, dude, she just starts going and blasting these queefs.
And you start ripping the fucking armpit.
No, I think I
Is it a
was.
match
I think
made
I got a
in
little
heaven?
shy.
No, you got a
That's so
straw
great.
and started sucking in.
Yeah. Dude, I've been like
to exhale.
sucking in a Four Loco queef
How about
from a fucking San Antonio splash town whore. She was dope.
in Waterbury, we go to the bodega in high school, and they didn't sell Four Loko, they sold juices. And the first time I was about to get head as a 350-pound 16-year-old, 15-year-old, great. I went in, and my buddy went in with his girlfriend because they looked like older, I guess. And I was in the car, and I was with this girl, just a real big'em. And there's this huge Puerto Rican guy behind the counter. And my buddy just puts down like 8 juices, like for like 4, fat, retarded people to drink in a basement in high school. And the Puerto Rican dude looks at the orders, and he looks back at my boy, and he goes, "Someone's getting juicy tonight." And then I got my dick sucked. Let's go. Shout out to Juice. Shout out to Four Loko. How about yesterday, dude, when we were seeing the people in the room, and the showroom was empty, and you walk out, and you're like, I was about to fucking shit on the God mic in the showroom. Those 2 ladies walked in.
Yep.
Tragic. I just
I
heard a
had
story
a fart
that.
loaded. I was gonna make Sam laugh. They looked kind of down. I was like, I'm gonna brought me some bitch's day. I was gonna rip a big fart, and then right when I was about to do it, these 2 ladies walked in, and then I got fart shy and sucked it back in.
What if it was the long lost queef
Till another
queen?
day.
And she
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
"A man after my
He's
own
I
heart."
have 2 queef queens. I got in a fight with a friend's ex-girlfriend one time because she kept trying to make me look at her queef.
Look at her
Yeah,
queef.
it.
What does that mean?
Like she was.
Would she drape
I
a
totally
napkin over
could
it?
So
was
I'm
it
hanging
puff
out
or
with my
smoke?
friend and his girlfriend. I tell the story that I just told y'all,
Right.
and then she's like, "All girls can do that," and I'm just like, "Okay."
Prove it.
And well, yeah, well, she starts like I didn't. That was his girlfriend, and he was obviously getting uncomfortable talking about that. And then
Okay.
she's like, "No, I can."
Oh,
And then
God.
she goes to the bathroom, and I just hear. And she's like, do it. I can do it. And I'm like, no, I'm not fucking going there. We're all drunk. And then we get in a fight over it because I don't want to go in the bathroom and watch her queef. So we get in this huge fight, and it ends with me like leaving and then coming, pissing in a Chicken Express teacup.
Oh my
And then
God.
throwing it at her car later. Because we got in a fight because I didn't want to look at her queef.
Holy
Guys,
shit.
I don't want to hear you queef. I'm out. That's the greatest way to walk out of a fucking party. I don't want to hear your. I don't want to
That
see your
same
queef.
chick also. So my buddy that I was telling you about, that it was his girlfriend. He worked at Walmart,
Of course.
and then so she randomly one day breaks up with him, and she had been
Tragic.
cheating on him with a guy who worked in the automotive section of Walmart.
Of course.
And then
all lining up.
check it out. The day after she breaks up with him, the guy in the automotive section proposes to her over the Walmart intercom system. And he was at work and it broke his heart.
Oh my! I would fucking kill myself.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. What? Holy shit,
Dude, wow.
that's the most small town Texas shit I've ever heard, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would pass
Such
away.
that's such a
I would
weird-
fake a heart attack.
Finishing their proposal and then from across the store hearing, Jamie, you fucking bitch!
Yeah. Jamie, come see me in gardening, you fucking slut. I fucking hate you.
Why don't you make your way over to kitchen appliance so I can stab you, you fuck?
That dude, what a great sketch. The guy getting on the intercom like drunk the next day. Like, hey Barbara, you
I forgot
dumb
about
bitch.
that till I started thinking about queefs. That's the craziest part. I haven't thought about that in like a decade.
That's insane.
Queefs
I wish that lady
brought
would
us there.
queef on the intercom at
Yeah,
Walmart.
that would've
Legend.
been sick.
If you're a lady queefing on the intercom at Walmart, legend. There is not a, I could watch Progeria all day and have a nice time. My favorite videos are someone ripping the phone off the wall at a Target and just shitting right into the phone. And just like an old lady being like, what's your problem?
I used to prank call Walmart so much back in the day.
Obviously,
Of course.
obviously
Get
you
them
did,
to,
dude.
get them to call fake names like, you know, rude
Jack Mehoff.
Jack Mehoff
Yeah.
or Boner.
Mike Cunt.
And I did it so much that Adolf.
Did you ever get him with boner?
One time I got him. One time I got him with Adolf Oliver Bush. Straight up, and they called it over the intercom. I did it so much that still to this day, I know that the Walmart in Granbury, Texas's phone number is 817
Oh my God.
573 3791.
Can you want to give him a call?
Yeah, I was gonna say you want to call.
Yeah, sure.
Anyways, well,
If we
I
can
think it's
get
like
them
on
to
a-
do
I
it,
tried
What
the
if
show.
your number is blocked?
that would be cool. Then I'll call him. Who gives a shit?
we're getting them on the horn.
They don't know
Yeah.
a 203 number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it must have been tough.
Hey, is
to,
Darren still there in automotive?
Wow.
Told you. It's all.
It's just gonna
it's
be
a
like
robot
automated
shit.
bullshit.
Oh, automotive.
I'll answer. That's the one.
You guys still married?
How's your marriage, you fucking piece of shit? You broke my friend's heart. God, please pick up. Lunch, this is your fucking moment, dude. You're wearing a hat that says piss, dude. This is your fucking moment.
Thank you for calling Walmart Automotive. This is Danny. May I help you?
Hey, Danny, I worked at Walmart about 15 years ago, and in the automotive section, there was a guy, I think his name was Jerry, and my girlfriend had cheated on me the day before, and then he proposed to her over the intercom system, and I was just wondering if he still works there. Does he still work there?
Can I help you?
Yeah, so about... Yeah, I was... God damn it. Well, I was trying to fucking prank call you, but my son of a bitch podcast co-host, they fucking interrupted in the background, so now you know it's a fucking get. But I was telling them, do you want to hear this story that I was telling about that Walmart?
Lunch.
Oh my God, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Holy shit.
The guy obviously immediately dropping the phone and just like letting it hang and then just handing it to the first retarded guy he saw was too funny, dude. I could not keep that in.
He's standing behind
Oh
the
my
garages at Walmart right now, staring at the sun,
Smoking
trying
a
to go blind. Why the fuck is this my life?
Oh my God.
He's sadder than the guy that got dumped. That's so sad, man.
Dude, and also you should have plugged the show. I mean, what the fuck?
Hey,
I
watch
was
Fat
getting
Kids.
there.
Hey, Fat Kids Podcast on YouTube. Check it out.
Wow.
God, dude. I mean, we got to keep.
Can I ask you a question? What's the origin of the name, the etymology of Lunchbox?
It's really stupid. I mean, I've been MC Lunchbox for like 20-something years, but I had made these raps. I was like 14. And then I told my friend I was going to call myself MC Fat Ass. And he was like, no, be MC Lunchbox. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty good.
So did you let him in on
Two
the,
X's.
That's it.
Did you let him in on the beef?
No, I didn't brief him.
Okay. So when I heard that you were named Lunchbox, I knew you weren't from Austin because growing up in Austin, the biggest co-host of the biggest radio show
Bobby
was,
Bones. And
Yes.
yes. The guy hate him.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. I've tried to interact with that guy on the internet and be like, hey dude, I'm the real Lunchbox, you're a cocksucker. And he never fucking he never responds.
Wow. So it is. I was like, it would be so much funnier if Lunchbox knew about Lunchbox and he was like, fuck that dude.
Yeah.
You fucking know about Lunchbox.
It's spread out, but every once in a while, somebody would be like, "Are you in the Bobby Bones show?" And I'm just like, "Fuck no!"
What am I, Chad? No, I'm not on the Bobby
Fuck
Bones
that
show.
guy.
Stupid
We
fuck.
need to have a Chatto counter. We're up to 2 so far.
Chado. He's the bulldozer, dude. All right,
Wow.
you
So
go.
we're going to beef with the Bobby Bones
So
show.
Bobby Bones show can suck my ass
Yeah, Bobby
sideways.
Bones show sucks.
Fuck you, Bobby
It's not
Boner,
even funny.
you
Why do
little
people
bitch.
fucking like that? That's some middle of the mall white bread bullshit.
Pussy.
I think they just nailed the whole suburban moms driving their kids to school and sitting in traffic because that my mom and all the whole fucking neighborhood listened to them, and it was brutal. It was fucking. There was no music. It was just Bobby Bones, who was a depressed middle-aged white dude who was a millionaire but always depressed.
Probably an alcoholic.
Yes. And then Lunchbox, who would like shove his dick and stuff.
The fake lunchbox.
I challenge that fake lunchbox to a fucking fight.
Dude,
bro,
he's a
Winner-
pussy now.
The loser has to fucking lose the name.
What would you
We're
go
playing
with?
for
What
I'll
would you go with?
destroy him.
Well, if you had to be, you lose Lunchbox, what's the next thing? MC
Dylan Lee
Fat?
Ray Higgins.
Just the name. Just
Slide
the
it
full
right
name.
in there.
I've always thought about another rap alias using because I was born with this really weird condition
Disability,
called.
yeah.
It's an inside disability. You can't see it, but
We know, buddy.
I have sinus inversus. It's a real thing in it. All of my nerves, my veins, and my organs in my body are mirror image reversed from the normal person.
Wait. So is your heart on the
Yeah.
right side?
Totally.
When you pledge allegiance, do you still go to the left?
I don't fucking pledge allegiance because I'm punk fucking rock.
Oh shit, dude,
Wait.
that's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called? Sinus inverse.
But yeah, I would. When I was a kid, I would do that on the other side.
Oh,
just to
wow.
fuck with
I'd like to think all of our organs are wrong, and you're the one that got the right ones.
yeah.
That was so sweet of
Well,
you to say.
because I have
So
some people,
kind.
if your heart is only on the right, that's
Such
called
a awkwardly flirty thing to
dextrocardia.
say.
Dextrocardia
It's so funny.
is
Why
if
you
your
jealous,
heart
bro?
is just on
It's
the
so
opposite
funny.
side. But since
But then you're-
all of my nerves, veins, and organs, it just works.
Hey, at least
Wow.
your kidneys are where they should be, huh? Folks, you got 2 of them. Anyway, of course you have that, dude.
When lunch queefs, it goes back in.
But I thought just using that as a rap name would be cool. Sidus and Versus.
It sounds like a Beyblade
Or
tournament.
Sidus Versus. Like
That'd be a sick name for an album.
Beyblade?
It sounds like a Beyblade tournament, dude. God, this what a retarded
Wow.
episode this is. Fuck Lunchbox, fuck Chado, fuck Sidus and Versus. Of course your heart's on the wrong side of your body. You should have like a shirt, like a piss hat, and a shirt that says, "I'm Dylan Lee Ray Higgins, and my heart's on the wrong side of my body." Anyways, I DJ the roast
Backwards
battle.
man, the backwards
Who wants to
man.
hear me fart in the voice of God, Mike? Like, what a fucking
Have you had
spectacle
any?
you are.
Were there any crazy like things that popped up as a kid from like a result of that?
Finding out, I found out when I was like 12.
Mom, I can only run backwards. What the hell?
Is
That's-
this
wait,
this
wait,
A
real?
lady,
Is
yeah,
this
this
real?
is real. This is 100% real.
Because
I
you
promise.
do
I
you
do.
fucking
I lie.
Sidus-
I lie.
Sidus and
I
Versus?
No,
lie.
that's a
Fuck with
big
people.
that's a big word.
That's
Did
like
you-
the unobtainium.
I really do have it.
So,
I swear to
so
God.
wait. Did they find out when you were 12 and they told you then, or they found out when you were young and they waited till you're
They
12?
found out when I was 12 and told me then, and the doctor like came in and was like,
They just missed
Ma'am?
it for over a decade.
I was gonna say,
"Yeah, I
'cause,
had
like,
a doctor that thought I had a heart,
fucking small
that
towns
thought
in
I had a
Texas.
heart
I'm like,
murmur,
that is some
and it was just because my heart sat a little to the wrong side. Like,
It's
to the
set
side
on
she
the
wasn't
opposite
listening to.
side of my body. Well, because like a doctor must have put like a telescope.
And then I got like a
Holy shit, dude.
damn it.
I got a CT scan kind of thing, and they didn't tell the nurses that I had it,
Holy
and that
shit.
freaked them out too. They were like,
When I turn
"What's
into
wrong
a
with the machine?"
telescope.
But really, it was just because I have that shit.
Wow, dude. That's fucking crazy.
Dude, so okay, I'm sorry. I'm dumb. Like when a doctor like put the stethoscope to your chest on the like, and they heard nothing, they'd be like, "Well, kid's dead." That's insane. What was that?
Why are you gay?
Dude, I mean,
This
My-
got
my-
off the rail.
yeah.
I was not ready to. I'm
Christ.
getting the
I didn't
origin
ask to
story.
be born like this.
Holy shit.
But I'm the
man.
backwards man, the backwards man. I can go back as fast as you can.
Sam going, what? When they put the telescope to your heart, though, they couldn't
Doctors use telescopes.
fucking
Steph.
ruin me.
Stethoscope.
I just
Right?
realized while you're a telescope.
Yeah,
telescope.
So the doctor put the telescope on you?
Fully retarded
It's a
man.
heart, not the goddamn moon. Damn some bitch.
I mean, there is like 3 brain cells in this room, and they're all Tabets.
I don't have any of it.
Good Christ. I'm sweating, dude.
Holy shit.
I'm losing it. Anyway.
Did you get into some wild shit when you were a kid? Like, were you a good kid? Because your dad sounds terrifying.
Oh, dude. Tabet has some
Yeah.
secret, absolute degeneracy.
Yeah. So I smoked salvia when I was 12. I sold a shit ton of
dude.
drugs. Yeah. So this was the logic of immigrant parents. They didn't want me to hang out with my friends because they were worried that my friends were degenerates. So they would send me
and
off.
they were right, 100%.
Not really, dude. My friends were like young life kids. I was the fuck up of things. So they would send me to go at age 12 to go hang out with my cousin who had dropped out of school and was 19 years old.
Whoa.
And we would drink in the streets. We did this thing where we would we would go and we would essentially just like rob McDonald's. So we didn't have like much money between us. So McDonald's was always fucking popping. They'd have the trays out and they'd have the receipt out and they'd run up, they'd see what's on the receipt and then they'd yell out the order.
Yeah.
So we'd grab the food and we'd keep the receipt. And when they weren't looking, we'd just slide the receipt back on the tray and they would run up and be like, cheeseburger. And then they'd so we'd buy one cheeseburger, we eat like 8. And eventually they'd be like, this
Nice.
looks like the same receipt. These people have been standing up here over and over again. We would rob Best Buys and shit.
So we had, my buddy had a Honda Accord. It's front wheel drive. Did you guys ever take the trays and back over them and then pull the e-brake up? So they were locked in and then you're basically like skiing your car. It's fucking sick.
No,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's so fun.
We were in Montreal, Canada. We didn't need to use trays. We would just ski on the ice roads and
true.
the fucking. It's always icy. Yeah, we would do this. We would do this thing where they would like run specials on DVDs, and so the rules in all the Best Buys were if they have the wrong price on the tag, it's $5 off. So we'd go find the $5 bin. We'd hide one of every DVD around Best Buy. So the next day when the sale ended and they put all the prices back, they'd miss all the ones we'd hide. And then we'd go like pull them from under the shelves and shit. And we'd just get all the DVDs for free. And then we'd flip them on eBay and buy drugs.
And you're not a Jew.
Oh, no, that's
Pretty tight.
yeah.
Could have fooled me.
Yeah. We would,
Kept a couple of them though, right? Like Medea Goes to Jerusalem.
He actually, Medea
The
goes
smash
to
hit.
Jerusalem.
Dude, get
Yeah.
Tyler Perry in a yarmulke and get her out there.
Yeah, I was always getting into shit. Dude.
Can you imagine him on a chair?
Oh, that would rule, actually.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
That would solve
Have y'all
the
ever gone
crisis.
to a Jewish wedding?
Yes.
They are absolutely the most fun.
So
dude.
much fun.
Oh my God, they're so fucking
Yeah.
fun.
You're the closest thing I have to a Jewish friend.
That's true.
That's why I keep putting
That's
it on
so
you.
sad.
It's fine with me.
You should get a real one. We'll find you a real one.
Half Nat Rogachevsky, I guess.
We don't
hang
to
out
find a
that much.
Jewish Mexican wife. That would rule.
Yes, of course.
Jewish
Ooh.
Mexican.
That combo.
Yeah, sign me up. If you're listening, or if you're a man, we can get married. Dude, I mean, you have like also an insane like drug background.
Yeah. I would sell shrooms all the time. I would I don't know. I had a severe Adderall like addiction. I would I don't know. I was prescribed Adderall when I was 12. And so I was just taking way too much.
Right around the time you were smoking salvia.
Literal
Right.
speed.
Yes, literal speed.
Yeah.
And it was, in retrospect, I don't know why that was like such a good idea to give to kids,
Yeah.
but I was, it's a miracle I can form a sentence. I've done every drug but like crack.
Sure.
And
I mean, that's basically all Adderall is 4 different kinds of fucking meth
Right.
salt
right.
smashed together into a little pill.
Yeah, it's so fun. Like all my friends that like before comedy, I'm like by far the biggest degenerate of them. And then I like come here and like once a week, people are like, you're so clean cut. I'm like, if I put my comedy friends and my non-comedy friends in a room and I was like, describe Robert, it's just 2 different people.
Huh.
Completely different.
Did you ever like go real deep on salvia where you had like a
I've done it to past the point where it's cool, like well over 20 times.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
My buddy took a gravity bong hit of salvia.
Did he cry and piss himself?
100%.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
he goes,
what?
Yeah,
he
yeah.
goes, he goes,
Have you ever
milks it,
done salvia?
goes down,
No.
takes the full head of the hit, and thank God he was facing backwards to the lawn.
Right.
Because he came up after he took the hit and just kept going.
Yeah.
And like fell through time and space.
Yeah.
And then fucking immediately started crying about 30 seconds later and then pissed his pants.
Everyone does that?
Yeah, I mean, it's very common. I've actually never had a bad trip, which is weird. But I had a buddy do that and he fell and then my bad. He started peeing when he was on. So he's just peeing on his stomach. And we're all like, just like, dude, that's hilarious. And he's sobbing. And the thing is, when you come out of salvia, you can't even explain what you saw. The worst time on salvia I ever had was me and my cousin. It was the first time we learned that one of us has to stop tripping before the other one decides to start smoking. So I take a massive hit. I turn into a Ferris wheel, classic. And so I'm sitting here, and I'm going like this. And then my cousin's like, that looks awesome. And he takes a
Get
hit.
the telescope, my heart stopped.
And you know when you're like smoking, sometimes like an ember will like fly up.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those flew up and landed on the rug, and he starts tripping that the house is burning down. And he's trying to get me to help him, and I'm sitting there going,
Ferris wheel, dude.
And I come to, and he has me by the throat, and he wants to just beat the shit out of me because I'm not helping him with his house burning down.
Be a firefighter?
Which is such salvia logic. The house is burning down, and the problem is I'm not helping him.
Yes.
So he's gonna beat the shit out of me, which is gonna help his house that's burning down. And my cousin,
rules.
by the way, is like 6'3", like giant dude. And I came up like very fat, and I came up, I was like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "I don't even know." I was like,
The house
"Dude."
is on fire, bro.
He's like, he's like, he goes, "The house is on fire." I'm like, "Bro, I was just a Ferris wheel for like an hour."
Robert, call the police. You're like, I'm a Ferris wheel. I don't know how to use a cell phone.
Yeah. I remember once I took one of the hits. Both my hands were Hillary Clinton. Yeah, that was weird.
I remember taking a bong rip of salvia once,
awesome.
and then I looked into the mirror, and my skin was melting, like off of my face.
Yeah.
Like it looked like it was
dude.
like melting, and then I looked down, and pieces of my face are just blubbered up on my shoe,
Oh, dude.
and I fucking just go back to the couch, sit down, and just fucking
What?
Hang
Yeah,
out.
get it over
that's
with. But
common.
yeah.
Pissing yourself is being so. I had a really common one where I was all Legos, but I know it gets. I was one piece away from being complete, which is like, so I'm walking.
That's tragic.
And I'm walking, I'm pulling pieces out from my shoulder to put into my knee to take a step, and then moving that piece into my other leg to take a step.
Unbelievable.
And I'm doing this, and it's, by the way, it's downtown Montreal, like 6 in the evening. People
Oh
are
my
walking
God.
by,
And you're
I'm
just clicking down the fucking street.
Yeah, and my cousin would just look at people, and he'd be laughing and go, "He's retarded." And
Sorry,
they go,
guys,
"Okay."
I'm Legos.
Oh, he's retarded. No problem.
And how you got it? I don't know if it's similar.
It's free.
But
It was
how
free.
you?
It was
Oh.
it was legal. Sorry,
Well,
it was
you would
legal.
have to go in my small towns. You would have to go to like a gas station that sells bootleg DVDs, that kind of spot, and then they would have salvia.
Yeah.
Buy juice
And you would
and
just
salvia.
buy it.
There was
10x, 50x.
there was
that
colors.
store was in every town and every kid knew about it. They had the weird like emerald dragon sculptures and shit, and they incense like every fucking
I
kind of
remember
incense.
once I went to that spot that had the bootleg DVDs and salvia. I remember I bought a cocaine energy drink.
Love it.
I bought Bum Fights on DVD, and then I bought a fucking thing of the 100x salvia extract.
What the ones in Canada were colored?
I'm like
it was
15,
like
Guys,
16.
what?
it was like it was blue, red, purple, and black. And for blue, I was asking the cashier the first time I bought it. I was like, "Blue." He's like, "Blue, you're gonna have fun." And I was like, "Red." He was like,
Shouldn't
red.
I have fun on all of them?
No. Red. He's like, "Red's a little intense." And then I was like, "What about purple?" He's like, "Purple, don't do it unless you have like experience." And I was like, "What about black?" And he goes, "Get a babysitter." we exclusively bought black. So in a weird way, I probably had like a salvia tolerance, which is the least cool thing to have a
Yeah,
tolerance
holy
of
shit, dude.
ever.
Imagine putting that on a fucking Hinge profile. I have a pretty sick salvia tolerance.
I do not want to go on a date with someone that matches with someone with a salvia tolerance.
Dude,
So we took
what, you smoke the fucking black salvia and turn into MC Progeria for a day.
Yeah.
Dude,
Also,
we took like
you
go ahead.
Okay, it's not worth it, but I'm going to now. Did you realize the missing Lego when you were Legos? The missing piece was in your heart after all?
Yeah.
Anyways, Chad, what were you saying? I got Justin.
We need an all bar after that.
This guy's looking up fucking
Why are
dog
you
pics.
gay?
No,
I
was looking up the salvia video.
Oh,
No,
great.
so there's a great one of Ari where he lives like a whole other life for about 5 years and then comes back. It's like a 20-minute long trip. It's
Oh, yeah.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it?
Yeah.
You've done it?
Uh-huh.
What the Justin? Thank you.
It's not a-
didn't,
it's not
didn't
a
get the
cool
COVID
f-
vaccine.
it's
Never
not a-
done salvia. Let's go.
We were in Vermont.
Not like these fucking
snowboarding,
freaks.
and we brought fat suits
I'm from Vermont. That's cool.
because of the CKY. What is the CKY video where they wear the fat suits to
Yeah,
snowboard?
yeah.
Okay, so we brought all of that shit. We got like bubble wrap and like the whole suit. Before we go snowboarding though, like the night before, we take like 4 grams of mushrooms in this dope ass house, and we're all tripping balls in the basement. And my buddy just disappears for a minute and goes up and puts his on, and then shows back up with it on.
Hilarious.
Oh, dude.
Dude, the whole room fell out, but I laughed so hard it felt like I did 1,000 sit-ups.
Oh, you suck.
Oh.
My bad. Hold on.
Head's in the shot too.
What's that?
Your head's in the shot.
Ah, that's all good.
Dude, fucking ball hog lunch over here,
Yeah.
dude.
Dude.
This guy wants to be a star so bad.
That fucking piss hat it rules. It rules real hard.
No, dude, I don't know.
I'm already
You're
a
a
star.
treat.
Now
So-
I'm derailing the show.
You're an
no
absolute
one cares
treat.
about this story. I'm gonna let this fuckers know.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah, the suit thing reminds me. That's a funny thing to pop up. Anyways, that's a,
Dude, we all need Adderall to focus
We
on
are
this fucking
all
episode.
over the place today. and I
Shit.
fucking love it.
no. I remember what I used to for a while. What I would do is I take a shit ton of mushrooms, and then there was a when you knew it was hitting, we would do. Did y'all ever play the NCAA football game?
Sure.
Okay,
Classic.
You could play as the mascots.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Oh,
would,
yeah.
we would do the Stanford trees versus the something reds, and it was just a blob of red versus a tree that doesn't have arms and can still throw and catch. And when it became scary, you were tripping. That's when it was like you start playing, and then suddenly I'm like, this is uncomfortable. Like, oh, the shrooms are fucking hitting. Yeah, it's the perfect test of when they're coming. I used to buy
So
liquid
good.
shrooms off the deep net. Me and my buddy did math once on how much Bitcoin we spent on drugs in 2011. The current valuation would be about $9 million.
Damn.
But it was in 2011, so we're
Holy
just
shit.
sending Bitcoin. Dude, I'd be dead if we still have that amount of Bitcoin. It's not like I'd have that Bitcoin to be like
Have
smooth
you-
sailing,
Oh, true.
investing in index funds. No, I'd be
I was
dead.
in Silk Road.
Yeah, same,
yeah,
yeah,
Silk
we,
Road.
we would buy liquid shrooms off the Silk Road. Yeah.
Do you know how
fuck is
much money?
happening?
Do
It
you
was
know how
Amazon for drugs back
Yeah.
in the day, and you bought them with
Dude,
fucking
he was based.
Bitcoin.
He was
Yeah,
based
yeah.
in
They weren't
Austin
worth
too.
shit
He
back
went to
then.
UT.
Yeah. The Silk
At
Road
one
rule.
point, they were
Dread pirate.
making $30 million a day.
Yeah,
Is that a lot?
Roberts.
Like
back in the day.
unbelievable.
Yeah, for like a secret drug marketplace. And the thing was, the Silk Road was like really, it was strangely fair because you couldn't buy from certain vendors until you had receipts that you'd bought from other vendors. So you kind of have to start at the bottom of the pyramid. But my buddy, who's like one of my best friends to this day, he had receipts for like all the top vendors. So we were buying like top tier drugs. I mean, he was the Xanax plug for all of Lubbock for like a year and a half. And then we caught undercover cops like circling his cul-de-sac when we were on acid one time.
Jesus.
And we came up with this conspiracy, and then we sobered up. We were like, wait, no, that's actually what happened. That's what.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, we were like
Nothing more
wrestling.
anxiety
absolutely
inducing.
We were
terrifying.
wrestling with it because I mean it was like at the time it was hundreds of thousands of dollars that was coming through his house that we were just like hanging out at, and we came up with this conspiracy on acid, and we're wrestling with if we're on acid or if it's real because it was clearly an undercover cop car, and he clearly kept showing up. But when you're on acid, things repeat so quickly. We're like, is this cop car showing up every 20 minutes or are we on acid?
Right.
And then we sobered up. We're like, oh, this is literally, we're about to get fucking popped for it. So we had to make it disappear.
What
But
are you,
yeah.
uncut gems, dude? What the fuck?
I remember
This is
showing.
insane.
I showed a friend of mine like how to set up an onion router and how to get on Silk Road and all that shit. And then literally like a month later, he gets a new house. He starts getting like motorcycles.
That's
and
not
all
good.
this. It's
Yeah.
like, damn,
So nuts.
what did I show this guy?
That's not good.
It's
Dude,
pretty
they got
tight.
so
I
they
think
got
he's
that
alive
dude.
still.
Fuck yeah.
Shout out to him.
They got that dude in an internet cafe to like. So there was a girl sitting behind him and a cop in front of him, and they needed him to leave his laptop open so that they could charge him, because they didn't have any other way of like proving that it was him. So he's sitting there and the girl goes, "Excuse me." And he turns around and the cop just fucking scoop and then they arrest him.
Damn.
Fucking got his ass. He's
Wow.
still in jail.
You know what's crazy?
He's still in jail to this day. They charged him with unintentional manslaughter, but like 30 counts. He's doing life.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude,
Yeah.
there was a guy we
There
would
was
buy
human trafficking on that motherfucker too.
easily.
Sorry.
You could buy like rocket launchers on there. I remember one time we got super high. We like
Anybody want an RPG?
we wanted to find rocket launchers and we found it in 4 minutes.
Very-
Like there's
very
you could
Middle Eastern of
literally,
you.
yeah.
Oh,
we
they
could
were
fi-
selling dirty bombs and pipe bombs and
anything,
shit.
dude.
Dude, there was ads for bug catchers for like
Bug catchers.
for AIDS for like AIDS and shit. It'd be like, do you want
could- you
to
could buy
get
AIDS?
AIDS? And then there would be like, do you remember that shit? It would be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck a lady with AIDS.
Ever wanted AIDS?
What?
You could
Yeah.
get hitmen.
Yeah.
You could hire hitmen on it.
Yeah. I remember the wildest. I remember the wildest thing we tried to find. We tried to find blueprints for a jetpack, and that was the only thing we couldn't find. We couldn't find a jetpack on there.
You used it, didn't you?
Me? No.
Yeah. No?
I just I watched the story.
Oh, okay. I was
It's
like,
crazy,
dude,
dude. Yeah.
you have that mischievous, like, with the crack horse story thing where you were like, nah.
It's just
I
good
get
it's just
anarchist
good business.
cookbook vibes
It's
from you.
just-
Did you fuck with that?
No, not too. I had friends that did. I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't too. I was too ADD to be like super. I was too ADD to be into. I was always adjacent and the money guy that would like fund it and be like curious about what was going on. The coolest thing, the saddest story of it was we used to for like a decade we would buy these liquid shrooms that only one vendor on the Silk Road knew how to make. And they were the cleanest, most consistent, perfect high. They came in little like squeeze bottles, and it was perfectly measured every time. For a decade, they were perfect. And then one time, he used his real name on a Bitcoin transaction, and they popped him.
Damn.
And to this day, no one knows how to make them other than him. And what was so crazy is I had 3 bottles put aside. And I was like, oh, these are going to be like awesome. And then I gave my buddy one as a gift. And as soon as he took it, he vomited everywhere. He's like, that shit's expired. So rest in peace to the fucking liquid shrooms.
Damn. My buddy back in New York was a farm MD and like a real nerd about it.
Right.
So we would, anytime that we were doing like a big party weekend, we would give him all of like the drugs and he would synthesize them down to pure form.
Yeah, dude.
Just
It's a
roast out
beautiful
all of the
thing,
fake
dude.
shit in the coke. He would get raw mushrooms from upstate, bring them back and make tea that you could just like walk around with. You drop it into a water bottle.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Bob's your
dude.
uncle. Dude, he was the fucking man.
Yeah.
I
it's-
love that guy.
Most of my favorite people in the past are like people that just I did really good drugs with.
Of course.
That's just the fucking.
But it's a bond you can't shake.
It's a bond. Yeah.
When you're
yeah.
a Ferris wheel,
Up
you're
until
a Ferris wheel.
yeah, dude.
For
I'm a
life,
Ferris wheel.
brother.
Dude, my cousin hit me up. He's getting married in 3. He
Can't hang out with you. You've never been Legos for a
Yeah,
day.
dude. What the fuck? You've never tried to punch me in the face when you're on fire.
Yeah,
Dude,
that is true.
My cousin proposed to his fiance in August, and he's getting married in 3 weeks. He called me up and he goes, "Hey, cousin, so I have a favor to ask." I was like, "What's up?" He goes, "I've never seen you do stand up. Would you mind doing a quick 15-minute speech at my wedding? Just one quick stipulation: no drug stories."
Type 15.
Here's a problem. A, 70% of the wedding doesn't speak English.
Nice.
B, all our stories are drug stories.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm going to be talking about, but
Well, they won't understand you anyway.
that's true. That's
Do
true.
the who here's dating crowd work at a wedding?
Relationships are hard. Am I right, guys?
Anyone have a birthday? Huh?
Yeah,
Glad
yeah.
to be your birthday today.
Yeah. So I was like, all right. So I'm getting to work.
The only dude
Where
I
am
knew, even, I mean, that probably not, but that like outwardly told me he was doing that type of shit on the internet was my upstairs neighbor who was on a ton of meth. And when he showed me the washer and dryer in the
Yeah,
basement
this
of this
is so funny.
3-floor story, asked me if I was for the whites or for the blacks. And that was upon meeting him. And this guy was a big Irish dude. He was like, it was like me and him had like the Spider-Man meme. Like, you know, like we were like the same size, but he was on meth and was like, "Hey, here's the washer, here's the
That's
dryer.
so
By the
scary.
way, are you for the whites or for the blacks?" And this was in Wallingford, Connecticut, like the OG KKK stronghold in Connecticut. And I was like, this is fucking terrifying. In real life, I was like, you know, I treat people on an individual basis. Looking back in a dark, shitty basement, I should have been like, "Yo, white power, brother. Get me the
That's
fuck
my
out of this
favorite part
basement."
of the fucking-
And at the time, my girlfriend was black. I had to like hide her. I had to like put a fucking coat over her head and run
You
her
were
inside.
dating Anne Frank.
The problem was she was 6'1". So it's not like I could like put her in my pocket. This lady was as tall as me, running
Pull
around.
up into your apartment complex, and he just standing at the top of the stairs.
Well,
with
dude.
his fucking folded.
He was on so much meth. When I would drive home and park on the street, and I would see him run to the blinds and explode the blinds open and look at me. So I could only bring Crystal over it when it was jet black outside. God damn it.
Energy.
I'm sorry, Crystal. Cut that. Nope. That was so racist.
She's my nanny. No.
No, and
The first
dude,
clip
that
for this episode is just going to be Sam going, "White power, brother."
dude, and that same guy, he would be so fucked up. The downstairs neighbor got a restraining order on him because he would go in the basement and yell at her through the floor vents. He would go in the basement and just meth out of his mind and just call her a fat whore until she had to call the fucking feds, dude.
Wow.
He ended up shooting himself in the leg and then trying to walk it off. And then that wasn't even enough to get him evicted. By the way, the downstairs lady, I never heard a word from her, and I was there for a year. The only time I ever heard her was Christmas Day. She was getting her pussy pounded. Dude. She was getting fucked. She was getting fucked like fucking, you know, the porn lady. And I think it was him.
That is the
I think
best
they
present.
had like a Christmas relationship.
No.
And then when she cut it off, he would go into the basement and call her the N-word or something through the floor vents. So finally he got evicted. By the way, this is during COVID lockdowns where I am just ready to kill myself every single day. And he finally got evicted because he was walking around with an axe around the house. Side note, by the way, I got my car stuck in one of the streets and he was limping because it was after he shot himself. He helped me push my car out and I was like, thanks, brother, white power. And he was walking around the house with an axe. And like looking at the garbage cans on the streets, black community.
Let's go.
On the streets. And like screaming, like, I see you fucking piece of shit. And then like, guy's just yelling at trash cans. So the landlord comes over and he tries to talk to him and he's talking to him on the balcony. And I have like a little like Florida room, I guess, underneath his balcony with just like windows. So I could hear everything. And he was like, yeah, I called the cops because there's some fucking piece of shit hiding underneath the trash bags in my closet saying he's going to kill me. And the cops said there was no one there and they're talking to me like I'm a fucking retard. And that was the end of that guy. So and then I moved to Austin.
Holy fucking shit, dude.
So you guys are all amongst good company with your use of the dark web.
Wow, an axe is the most terrifying thing you can see
scares
someone
the
hold in
shit out of
public.
me.
Dude, I took way
axe?
too many edibles one night. And this was like during the restraining order stuff. The cops would be at my house every day, bro. And I would come home from like a 3-hour commute from fucking Brookfield, Connecticut, working at a car dealership, just like trying to like boss around little Puerto Rican kids all day. And I would drive home and always cops were there. One night, the dude who used to work for me, his name was Steve. What up, Steve? He was like my work dad. Like we would like be in the car for hours together and he'd be like, so you should just like get back and start doing comedy and like start going on walks and get a cat. And he was like encouraging me to be a better person just because I was like just fucked up all the time and fat as hell. He gave me these fucking Sour Patch Kid edibles, dude. And they were so good that I just kept eating them because they tasted good.
Oh shit.
And I was like, they aren't that strong. Just munched them. And I just laid in
How
bed.
many milligrams do you think it was total?
Close to 100 probably.
Holy shit.
And I'm not like weed people, like you can eat 100 milligrams and not feel a thing. I eat 15 and I'm like, I've never had a real relationship in my life.
Yeah,
I'm
start
like,
having chest pain and
I've
thinking
never
your
had
Legos.
So my heart, bro, starts, I think I'm going to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Because I'm laying in bed realizing I'm underneath a racist meth head who shot himself in the leg and has a restraining order.
With an axe.
And I'm having a panic attack that he is going to come downstairs and murder me.
Wow. That's COVID.
My mind's 15 stone.
Hey, don't point at me, scumbag. All right, I get it. What the fuck? It's not that funny.
Yeah, I know. Because it's more like 400 pounds.
Oh, I'm
no,
sad.
you're handsome.
Ew. Don't do that.
I want to fuck you.
God.
Is that
What are you, an open
creepy
mic
act?
God.
No.
Have
That
y'all ever
interaction I've
have
had
y'all
so
ever
many
made
times.
Have y'all ever made edibles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I made brownies once, but
I
they
made a
sucked.
weed shepherd's pie.
That's
Hell
the answer
yeah.
I'm fucking looking
Hell
for.
yeah.
What was the weed part of it? Because
Son of a chef.
The butter and the mashed potatoes on the
Oh,
top.
dude, that rules. I remember one time because my buddy would sell weed. My sophomore year, he would sell weed. I would sell shrooms, and we had a keef catcher. You know what a keef catcher is? Yeah,
Of course.
we saved up an ounce of keef.
Jesus.
And then we did the slow cook with the oil. My buddy that knew all that shit knew how to do it. And so we put an ounce of normal weed and then an ounce of keef in a cake. And then like retarded 19-year-olds, we're like, all right, there's 5 of us. Let's cut this entire cake into 5 pieces. Giant cake. Ate it. And my buddy goes, all right, 2 of them. They're like, we're going to go to Walmart, load up on snacks, and we'll be back. And then the edibles will hit. I don't know if anyone's ever taken edibles. They should take about an hour to hit. And he left. 10 minutes later, my feet are glued to the ground.
Oh my God.
And they just are, they're driving to Walmart.
Nothing more scary, dude.
They did not come back for about an hour and a half. The Walmart, by the way, 1 minute away. They come back with so many bags. They couldn't even make it to the apartment with all the bags they bought. So the next day we were walking by and we saw like Ruffles and like Cheetos just in the hallway to our apartment. For some reason, our Panamanian friend Juan told us that if the edibles are too strong, you should drink milk because that's just what they believe in their culture.
Sure.
We had emergency milk lined up. My buddy was too high to use his arms. He couldn't figure out how to pour the milk into his mouth. So he crawled up the stairs, vomited, and passed out. We tried to watch Your Highness, which, in my opinion, is the funniest movie ever made because I've only ever seen it in that moment. Everyone else I talked to is like, that movie sucks dick.
Sure.
We all watched it and we laughed so hard we passed out. People walked into that apartment. It looked like 28 days later. It was like everybody was dead.
Shredded.
Yes.
Yeah.
In our own piles of vomit with 4 random cups of milk just sitting out.
There's just a cake.
Yeah.
Just a shitty cake.
No.
Sitting out
Crumbs
there.
of a cake that we ate the whole cake. We're like 5 of us.
God.
We're eating the whole cake.
Dude, it's like how like cult leaders get people to kill themselves.
Right.
Like, eat this
If the
cake
cult
and we're
leader
gonna
was
watch Your
dumb enough
Highness.
to go first.
Yeah.
We're like, I'll drink the punch and y'all just follow, right? And they did.
So fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, that was fun. You have a lot of drug stories, but
We did peyote in Mexico City, and that's what it felt like.
wow.
You feel like you weigh 1,000,000 pounds. And we were there it was the second day we were there. We were supposed to be going out and like partying and having fun. None of us had ever done peyote and had no idea that it was just going to make us a 1,000-pound cinder block attached to a chair. So I walked in. I was actually able to like move around. It didn't hit me the same as everybody else.
Hold on. How did you get to the point where you decided to do it? Did you just meet? I bet you just met a guy.
We met. Yeah. So our hookup there just had it. So we bought everything. It was
when in Rome.
Yeah. So, which happened to be like an 18-year-old kid with his hot ass girlfriend that showed up out front of the restaurant, just picked me up and like opened this little case, and it was everything.
Oh, that's
you could
an expert salesman, right?
Fucking
there.
A.
Hot chick gives you peyote, you're in.
Yes. So we take that
true.
shit, and instead of being like shredding, out on the town, picking up women, we're literally, it's just 5 dudes in a room with the lights off and no music like this.
2-ton
Just
existential
staring at
crisis.
each other. It was so horrible.
Yeah.
And I mean, there were parts of it, like when we started to come out of it, like it was great. Because we were outside again and starting to laugh and like drinking and shit. And then our buddy goes to the store because he's hungry, wants to get food, and gets fucking robbed on the way there by a cop on peyote.
That shit always happens when you're on drugs, dude.
Mexico,
yeah.
Cops will just straight up, if you look like an American, they will stop you and be like, you can give me money or you can go to jail.
They got fucking AKs.
The cops will try to take you to jail in return for money, and if you don't try to pay them off, they're like, what are you doing? Just give us money.
Yeah.
Like they use like arresting as like bartering to like make side cash.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like
you
if
ever
you
been to jail?
What's up?
You ever been to jail?
I went to jail. Yeah. I went to jail because a cop pulled me over and he thought he saw weed in my car, but it was just protein bar residue. And they pulled me out by force. And then they actually found weed in a backpack in the back of my car. So they searched everything and then they took me to jail. And then I spent like 2 nights there. And then when they took me to the courtroom to like read the charges, I got handcuffed to this big dude from Honduras. He looked like the dude, the longest yard, the guy that plays ping pong that's like in his own like corridors.
Dude, massive dude with the Fu
that's
Manchu.
the guy I was fucking
He was a
handcuffed
wrestler.
to.
He was a wrestler. The huge Middle Eastern dude.
Iron Sheik?
Yeah.
No. He was new. He's like 10 years ago.
Great Collie?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh, I didn't
So-
even know that.
Yeah, so then I went to so then they were reading everybody's charge. Turns out the guy was handcuffed to like escaped the country and has like a million fucking charges against him. I have weed charge on me, so I'm like, fuck.
Protein powder.
Yes, and here's the best part. They told me they were gonna contact my lawyer, and then like a day later, like nothing had happened. So I called on the intercom in the prison, and I was like, I shouldn't have been here. I should be out. And they go, okay, and they just let me out. I Karen'd my way out of jail. And then the next morning I called my job to let them know what happened. And I was like, hey, I know you probably realized that I wasn't at work the day before. I worked at a law firm at the time. I was like, I know you probably realized I wasn't at work. Just letting you know I went to jail. And they're like, oh, we didn't even notice, but now you just told us you went to jail.
Could have just said your mom was sick.
Yes.
They're
And
like,
so I was
"God
like,
damn it."
fuck. So then I call my lawyer. He basically intercepts the charge before it gets to the judge.
Let's go.
So disappears. And then I was talking to him, and he lets
Not
me know.
a Jew?
Not a Jew. Yeah, right.
Okay.
He lets me know. He lets me know. This is actually a sad part of the story. This is really sad.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna have a
was that?
stroke, dude.
He lets me know that at the time, Austin had the highest percentage of first-time drug offenders going to jail. And when I asked him
Whoa.
why, he said, and I quote, he goes, that's the only way they can get black people in jail in Austin.
Whoa.
That's
Because we have
fucked up.
such a non-violent population.
I was talking about
Wow.
that with someone
He
this
just
morning.
candidly told me that. He's like, yeah, that's how they get black people in jail. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
I'm gonna come. That was the perfect time for that.
I'm gonna come.
Dude,
Isn't
that's
that so sad?
That's so sad.
That's so sad.
and then we wonder why, like, all of the black people are homeless here.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fucking nuts.
It's
All of them?
Well,
I ain't never met a black that wasn't homeless. Is that what you're saying?
yes, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's true.
I'm never gonna go back to Bridgeport.
Every black
dude.
person homeless.
Yes,
All of them.
in Austin.
Oh. I know 3 rich blacks.
Great. Can you introduce me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I need to make more black and
No,
Jewish
they're on
friends.
Silk Road.
Oh, well, hit me up. Dude, you know what sucks? I have a pretty solid going to jail story, but a comic already has a joke like it. It was like my freshman year of college. And I went out and I was trying to walk onto the track team, and there was a meeting with everybody being like, guys, I know like it's the first like semester of school and some of you are new. Don't go out and get fucked up. Like you're here to be like professional. You know what I mean? Immediately get arrested that
Why
night.
did Tabet laugh when you said track team?
What event?
That's so fucked up.
The 2 mile. What's so funny?
Nothing.
You're a fast little guy. We believe
I'm
you.
so fast.
Wow.
Obviously, he was discus and shot put.
Okay.
Jesus. What the fuck? I'm running the fucking 4x1. So I'm trying to walk onto the track team.
Fucking hurdles.
Piping contest.
It's not even creative. It's just so mean.
Still just starts yelling food at me. Cheesesteak.
Which is why we need a fat guest.
What were you walking
So I
on
can
to?
make fun of him and not poor Sam.
You can make good, as long as the jokes are fine.
What were you
That
walking on
soundboard
to?
stuff.
Golden Corral?
Come to the goddamn buffet, fatty.
What are you hurling? Spinach? Anyway,
That's a vegetable.
that's why I was hurling them.
Shot putting this
to
ice
avoid-
cream in my
jump over
ass.
spinach.
To avoid them.
You
I'll jump
never
over
jumped
spinach
over
right now.
spinach.
dude. Okay.
Shot put this
We're-
corn dog straight up my head.
we're going long, so let me just make this quick. I went to a house party, fell down on the sidewalk, got blood, like a huge like cut on my knee, and like got blood all the way down my shin. So I was walking around as a blacked out guy with blood all over my leg, hammered. I fall asleep standing up against a tree in the middle of like a really busy road, and like the cop pulled up in a bike, and he was like, "Hey, bud, you're going to jail," and I was like. I'm not even fucked up. And they're like, you were asleep against the tree, and we've like pictures of it. I had like classmates like taking pictures of me and like showing me the next day. And this joke already exists. A comic already does this bit of him getting arrested by a bike cop and him asking them how is that bike cop going to get him back to the station.
Yeah.
So obviously I can't do that, which sucks. But anyway, I go in there, and there was a guy screaming for like 8 hours straight, just calling for the guards. And it was so annoying. And at one point I was like, just like drunk and sad. And I was like, dude, can you stop screaming? I want to sleep. He went, shut the fuck up, faggot. I'll kill you. And I was like, thank you. He just sat there like a little bitch the rest of the night. Anyway, got out, didn't make the track team. That's the end of that story.
Wow.
Any more fat jokes before you wrap it up?
I mean, you completely hammered is really fun.
Can that be the official gong of the show?
Because he has a phase of drunk where he's like lighthearted and like really, really fucking hilarious. And then he gets to a point when he's so drunk that he just gets really dark.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's the big man walk down the sidewalk and he'll just move. I'm gay.
Yeah, there's a point. It's like fun shit talking, and then like it'll be like, can we talk about God?
Yeah.
How do you feel about God?
We talked about God for a while at your house.
Yeah,
once.
but that's a fun conversation because there's nothing better than four morons battling their drunkenness while trying to get philosophical.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember that. Yeah, no, Chad doesn't get that side of me when we go out drinking. Chad has to be like, hey man, someone's gonna punch you in the face. It's time to go home. I go,
yeah,
what do you know about anything?
You can't stand out front of our hotel in downtown Houston yelling, I'm gay, every time someone walks by.
I mean, that's hilarious. I'll continue to do that.
That was a really good
I'll
night.
continue to do that.
That was a really good night.
But me almost fighting you in Houston, then punching a wall and breaking my hand. Not the best.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we still had a good time.
Boys
are going to be boys.
I wrote that up to Loden the other day. He's like, no one remembers that. Stop saying it. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I told you.
Noted. Anyway.
The fucking town's insane.
What an episode. I would love to watch that Salvia video. I don't think we're going to watch 6 minutes of that.
Gonna watch it.
Next time. We'll do it. Robert, we have to get you back on.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just getting started here.
Let's do it.
We'll have to get you back
We'll
on
get
soon.
Dunkaroos.
Yes. Oh, yeah. His favorite
I got
chocolate
you.
snacks,
Bang,
Dunkaroos, and now it's beef jerky.
Booyah.
We did it. Have anything to plug?
Parlay Show House on Wednesdays, and that's it. Next time I'm on, I probably will have a lot of shit to plug.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Great. Plug your Instagram.
At It's Tabet, ITSTABET.
Fuck yeah. Lunch?
Boom boom.
You mean asshole?
It's my new song.
I speak 4 languages. I don't recognize that one.
What is
I was
happening?
wasting my plugs with that.
Bootleg.
I don't have anything to plug. My life fucking sucks. I don't have nothing going on. Nobody books me for nothing. Nothing's coming up. Everything's shit.
What about Chado?
I fucking hate Jello and that cocksucker lunchbox from the Bobby Boner show. Fuck Bobby Bones. I'll fucking put him in a headlock, cut off his foreskin, cancel his goddamn shitty radio show. I hope he dies.
Get him lunch. That's been our show. Thanks for hanging out, you motherfuckers.
I had such a blast.